Hey guys, it's Carl back from Dream Day Digital. Are you recently engaged and thinking about attending a wedding show? If so, here are some tips to prepare a game plan to get the most out of the wedding show, especially if you've never attended one before. A wedding show is like a one stop shop where you can find lots of high quality wedding vendors in one place. You could kind of think of it as a mall of wedding vendors. It's a convenient way to find lots of wedding vendors without having to spend hours, days, or even weeks driving around town to find the right vendors for you. As you consider attending a wedding show, know that wedding shows come in different sizes. You have your large wedding shows or expos that have lots of people attending, with lots of vendors. And then you have your smaller boutique bridal shows with fewer couples and, of course, fewer vendors. However, a smaller wedding show will usually give you more time to speak with each individual vendor, which is a good thing, when larger shows may not give you all the time you need to speak with each individual vendor. However, here's an idea. If watching the fashion show is not that important to you, this could be a great time for you to speak with the vendors one-on-one, because the majority of couples are going to be most likely watching the fashion show at that time. Now, if it's your first time attending a wedding show, or if you just don't like large crowds, then attending a smaller boutique show might be the best way to get your feet wet and gain some experience before diving into the larger wedding expos. If you're attending a larger wedding show at, say, a convention center or hotel, remember to bring money for parking. Before you attend the show, there are lots of ways or things you can do to prepare and make the show as fun, pleasant, and efficient as possible. First, plan on having a good time. The larger wedding shows usually have food, drink, as well as a fashion show for your entertainment, and also will allow you to check out the latest fashions in weddings. You'll also want to make sure to dress comfortably. Make sure that your shoes are especially comfortable, because you could be in for a lot of walking and standing. Dressing comfortably will not only allow you to have a pleasant time, but will allow you to get more out of the show. Next, you don't just want to invite anyone to accompany to the show. You want to have people who will have the most impact on helping you plan your wedding. This could be parents, members of your wedding party, or close friends. Now, if you have smaller children, you might consider leaving them with a sitter so you can get the most out of the show. Next, create an email address specifically for your wedding items. This is a great way to keep all of your wedding emails that you receive from vendors organized in one place, but will also prevent your main email account from being inundated with would-be wedding spammers. Now, I've seen some couples, however, they will give their main email address only to those vendors that they like the most. Next, many wedding vendors at bridal shows will want you to fill out their registration cards and enter their prize drawing or their prize giveaway. Instead of filling out each registration card by hand, an efficient wedding couple will have had those Avery labels printed out beforehand, and they'll just be able to stick them conveniently on those vendor registration cards. And those labels will have your first name, your last name, your phone number, your email address, your wedding date, and of course your wedding event location if you have one so far. Doing this will not only save you from getting carpal tunnel in your hand from filling out all of those little registration cards, but will help you get through the show faster and more efficiently, which will free up more time to talk to vendors, enjoy more of the food, and the fashion show. Now, while you're at the wedding show, you're going to want to have some sort of system to keep all of your wedding brochures and that you receive from wedding vendors, all the business cards, all the pamphlets organized. So this includes keeping the vendors you like most separated from the ones that you might not be as impressed with. Now, here are a few ways to do this. First, you could take a couple of sticker sheets with 2 different color stickers with you, and only put the stickers on the brochures and business cards of vendors you are impressed with and would like to contact later. For example, putting a green sticker on a vendor pamphlet could mean this is your first choice. And a yellow sticker on a brochure could mean that this particular vendor is plan B. In case, for example, something doesn't work out with the first vendor, like them being already booked on your day, or maybe their price is out of your budget. Another way of keeping your vendor brochures and business cards organized would be to take 3 bags with you to the show. So the first bag could be used for vendors that impress you the most. Okay. The second bag could be for, again, plan B vendors. And the third bag could just be for vendor brochures that have a much lower priority. Other than that, you could always make a list of vendors you're interested in so you can contact them after the show. Even better, you could take a picture of each vendor's booth that you're interested in to help you remember to reach out to them after the show. Now, if you find a vendor that you're really interested in, go ahead and try to schedule an in-person consultation with them, or maybe even a phone call or a Zoom meeting. Now, many wedding vendors at the expos and the bridal shows will give you a free add-on or a discount or other incentive for booking them at the show. If you like them but are not ready to book at the show, ask them if they would honor the same incentive as if you were to book at the show by scheduling a consultation with them. After the wedding show, visit the websites of the vendors you like the most and connect with them on their social media channels to keep in contact with them, and also to keep a lookout for any special promotions or discounts they may be offering. Now, when the bridal show hits, when it comes around, remember, start booking your favorite vendors right away before someone else does. Start by booking your consultations, and then go ahead and save your date by signing your contracts and putting down your retainers and deposits. Well, I hope this has been helpful for you today. If you have any questions, reach out to us at dreamdaydigital.com. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe and share. Thanks for watching, and happy planning.